You know, you wouldn't be alone if you found contract definitions, in general, boring. But what if the most comprehensive definition was the difference between being paid $1 million or not? Hey, I am Rachel from Thrive, and I think it's time we unpack the difference between any and own occupation total and permanent disability cover, or TPD for short. When we're talking TPD, there's a few different definitions, and it can be hard to get your head around. Let me outline them for you. Own occupation TPD means your policy will pay a benefit if 2 doctors, at least one who's a specialist in your area of illness or injury, have diagnosed you as being unlikely to ever be able to return to your own occupation again. This means the occupation you were in at the time the injury or illness struck. Any occupation TPD is assessed more broadly than the own occupation TPD. And if you're unable to perform your own occupation due to injury or illness, but you can perform another job that you're suitably qualified for due to education, training and experience, then you may not qualify for a payment under the any occupation definition. But you may have done if you'd had an own occupation TPD policy. Home duties TPD is offered to clients performing full-time unpaid domestic duties or those working less than the minimum required hours per week, which is usually between 15 and 20 hours. The policy would pay a benefit if you were diagnosed as being permanently unable to perform the duties required to effectively maintain a home. Now, modified activities or general TPD is much harder to claim on. You need to be unable to perform 2 of the activities of daily living to qualify for a payment. So think bathing, dressing, self-feeding, grooming, toileting. Generally speaking, this definition is offered to really risky occupations and occasionally as a last resort to clients who have existing health problems. As with all insurance, you get what you pay for. So own occupation is the most expensive, followed by any, then home duties, and lastly, modified TPD. If you want to know more about choosing the right cover for you, get in touch.